Hey guys, Joe here with ECRM, and I have with me one of our client success managers, Dylan, and we're going to talk today about what we call ECRM Advantage, which is all of the services that we have to help suppliers get the most out of their experience at one of our programs. So thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So to start with, just define your role as a client success manager.
So I've been with the Client Success Management team for about 2 years now. I love it. We have just a core group of individuals that really just help connecting suppliers and buyers together, and we really just love building that relationship with them. So yeah.
Excellent. So when a supplier, now you're working with both buyers and suppliers, but really, the most intense part of it is really getting the suppliers right. On the buyer side, you're helping determine their needs and objectives and focus, correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So once you have all of that, now it's time to work with the suppliers. Let's say take a supplier just registers for one of our programs. What happens from there?
So once we get that registration, first things first, we really just want to take initiative and reach out to them via email, and then also give them a call just to give that formal introduction, just to make them feel at home.
Gotcha.
It's something that they're really getting into for the first time. Can be a little bit intimidating, but we want to make sure they feel just right at home with ECRM and with the Client Success Management team. So yeah.
So every supplier who registers gets a client success manager assigned. You get that consultation call. So once you're engaging with them, how do you start prepping? What's the process of prepping them for one of our programs?
So yeah, we like to walk them through our ECRM preparation site. Just go step by step through the motions. Make sure they're aware of everything that's going to be happening at the program, everything that they'll need to be successful. So that goes from their capability survey, their profile, making sure all that information is up to date, and also make sure the categories that they've chosen for that specific program are correct too, because the matching up process with the appointment list and matching up with the retailers for the program is based off those categories. So I'm going to make sure all that is up to date.
So the prep site that Dylan's referring to is the online platform that the suppliers, when they register, they get a login and they update, they enter all of their information that's relevant about their categories, product images, any certifications they may have. Let's say on the food side, maybe it's Fair Trade USA. On
Branded or
HBC,
private label.
private label.
That's huge for us too. So
basically anything that the buyer would need to know.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, they're on the prep site. They got everything on the prep site. They're all set. Now, the next step, you invite them to a webinar if they're new, right?
Yeah, so we have our new vendor webcast for the companies and suppliers that have never attended ECRM. It walks them through the process of the preparation site. As Joe was mentioning, the capability survey to make sure all that information for their company is up to date, and then the profile too. We walk them through all that information, and then we also walk through the process of what to expect when they get to the actual program. So we're talking about going to the hospitality area, what the meeting space will look like, what to expect at dinners and other networking events that we have. And then we also have speakers that are involved at the programs too. So just make sure they're aware of all that information too. And then we also have a webcast that talks about our Connect app that is on the iPads that are provided to suppliers and buyers at the program too. So that's where they can pretty much write notes about all the information on their products, write notes on the meeting, and also has a detailed schedule or their day by day. So all that information is on the app and on that webcast. The Client Success Management team, we walk through that together on a call there, and make sure they're up to date with all that information so they're set up for success.
Cool, and it's important for suppliers to take advantage of all of this because, for example, on the webcast, we typically have an experienced buyer and seller on the webcast, and you recently had one. And what would they talk about?
Yeah, so it's really nice because the retailer gives a little bit of their 2 cents on the process of ECRM and what to expect on their end, and then there's also a supplier there that tells the other suppliers that may be new to the program what to do to make sure that they're completely successful when they're attending one of our programs too. So it's definitely beneficial for that because it's just a time for a little bit of a Q&A. Makes a supplier feel a lot comfortable before the actual program. And it just lines them up for success because then that kind of takes a weight off their shoulder because then they know, hey, this is an actual supplier went through this. Oh, it's an actual buyer on the call telling me this is what to expect. So definitely prepares them for that time because, again, it's a lot going on at one point, but we want to make sure that they feel right at home and they're successful. So
yes, so that's the key part is that we will hold you through the whole process of what to expect when you get here, how to maximize every single meeting,
Mm-hmm.
and not only that, but like Dylan said, all of the other opportunities as well. Because beyond the meetings, you have the ed sessions,
Mm-hmm.
you have the networking functions, and a lot of people, a lot of times, people don't realize the value of the networking functions too.
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
And you guys are big part of that too. I see the CSMs mixing it in with all of the customers.
Oh
That
yeah,
does,
absolutely. I mean, I feel like as our team, we take pride in trying to build that connection with the suppliers and the buyers too. I know on the grocery team, we definitely like to take initiative, just going straight and meeting to actually just meeting the suppliers face to face,
Yeah.
because we already built that connection for 10 plus weeks on the call, and we want to make sure that they feel right at home with us, and building that connection makes them feel just more comfortable with the entire process. So that's definitely one of the keys that we want to focus on when we get to the program, is just going there, meeting them face to face, and yeah, just building that connection.
It's funny. One supplier just told me earlier today. He's like, "Your guys are everywhere. How many people do you have?"
Yeah.
But that's the point. We want to make sure we're here for you to give you all the guidance that you need, so that you get the most out of every single minute while you're here.
Absolutely.
So thanks again.
Thank you.
All
I
right.
appreciate you having me.
Of course.
Thanks so much.